Hi,
Hello,
I'm Oliver the Ricketts.
I am Brittany.
I'm Alex. BRIGHTBURN.
Basically, it's evil Superman, but James Gunn wrote the movie, which makes me very excited, as well as that I like Superman.
I have no idea what to expect. I haven't seen a trailer, I don't think. Is Elizabeth Banks in this movie?
No, maybe.
I think she is. And I don't like her, but whatever. I have no idea what to expect. All I know is that it's apparently a horror movie. I don't like horror movies. I don't foresee myself really liking this movie all too much, but here I am.
I don't know, you just had me at bad Superman. I was like, yeah, I want to see him fuck up the city. I want to see him,
But he's like a
fly
kid,
through
right?
I want to see him fly through buildings. And I hope James Gunn puts the little raccoon guy in there, in the tree. Groot, you know? I love Groot. So James Gunn, don't let me down. Can't wait to see Groot.
Who do you think is the brightest burn?
Probably
George Burns.
George Burns of Burns Farms.
All right. Is that all we've got?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're going to go see the movie.
All right.
Going straight.
Okay, so fuck this movie.
I don't know. It was disjointed a little bit, and it was evil Superman, but then just all of a sudden, Superman would get really evil for no reason. And they never presented an option of not being evil.
No, they didn't.
I don't even know if I would consider it to be evil Superman, because really the only thing they have in common is the fact that they have similar powers.
Right,
But
and that they're from
right
space
and from
they
space,
land
but
on the farm.
but the
and
thing
get
is,
adopted.
aside from that, which a casual Superman fan might not even really know that much
Right.
detail, me, I guess you could say. I wouldn't even know that much detail. I knew that he was from another planet, but I didn't know he was a baby when he came here. Yada yada yada. It doesn't matter. There's no there's no connection to Superman.
Right. Not Superman, because like you're saying, it's the basic outline of Superman, with the small town, he gets adopted, he's from space. Really cool premise. But the thing that makes Superman Superman is the moral code, in that he has all this power, but for some reason he's good. And that's why he's an interesting character, because he could turn. So what you do with that is you play with a character with that moral sense, who actually wants to be good and wants to do good, and then for the end of the movie, you turn him bad. There's your fucking movie. Why is that so hard?
It's so weird, because so obviously spoilers if you're watching at this point. The main kid that's supposed to be Bizarro Superman.
Right.
He's a sweet kid, and then all of a sudden
But
he's oh, I have superpowers? And then he's just evil.
Right, he never entertains the thought of being a good guy.
Which could be a cool origin story.
You could have done this whole thing in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I was thinking that in the beginning, this could be a cool short film.
Right. What they should have done, if they wanted him to be bad the whole time, is you have him start by doing small bad things.
Yeah.
Real serial killers.
Right. Once you've killed somebody, there you go, you're the bad guy. So when he kills somebody 20 minutes into the movie, you're sitting there, you're like, shit, I don't know where you're gonna go after that.
Well, I think they would consider the fact that he broke the girl's hand and then he killed all the chickens to be the small things.
But those were such footnotes, and then you're watching him kill person after person. It's not suspenseful, because suspenseful would imply that there's a chance that the people survive, or that there could be a different outcome than what you're expecting. And that's not the case, because nobody stands a fucking chance.
It just was so clear that no one could match him, which makes sense for building this character in a larger universe. but I paid to see this film.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I carved out an hour and a half of my time because I was like, okay, tell me a story. And they were like, you have to buy the rest of the book.
I couldn't watch the movie. I probably watched in total like 22 and a half minutes of the actual movie because I can't. When you just start just murking people left and right and it's just really gory, visually did not watch a majority of the movie. So what I was doing in that meantime, because I'm one of those people that needs to know what happens, I was on Reddit reading about the movie and what was going on. And people on Reddit were speculating that he was basically a sleeper agent and he was activated by that chant.
Right.
So that chant that he did was what made him now go, hey, I'm just going to murder everybody.
There is not a transition because
Switch.
this kid is an asshole throughout.
The entire time.
Because maybe he is a sweet kid. I don't really know because he doesn't have any lines until he turns evil.
On reputation alone, he was a nice kid. I like his parents.
But, okay, now I fucking hate his parents, and here's fucking why. That mom is such a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Maybe if you had birthed this kid, right? And then you don't have a reason to think, because you're not going to think like, hey, my kid is evil.
Yeah, of course.
If you pull a kid from an alien spaceship, that's a really fucking big risk. And I think mentally you should be prepared for, hey, he's probably going to be able to do some fucked up shit. How the fuck am I going to control it?
Yeah, kids don't just fall from space.
That's not how babies are born.
Like, the thing about the parents is that throughout the movie, there are so many opportunities for them to go, oh shit, this is not what I thought it was. I gotta quit out, And for some reason, the mom keeps insisting, no, he's our son, and he's good. It's like, he's not your son. Which people tell you frequently, he's displaying signs of being at least a sociopath.
Yeah,
And
oh my God.
they're also frequently going like, how could our 12-year-old son do this? How would he have the ability? It's almost like you forgot that you took him out of a fucking spaceship.
And then they find, like, damning evidence that he's doing fucked up shit. And even still, like, it was unbelievably dumb how they...
How the mom just refused to see it.
Yeah, like, they wrote her that way, because, I don't know, at that point in the plot, it seems like, oh no, she can't believe him yet, because we gotta get her to this scene, so we can set this up. When she's presented with damning evidence, she's just like, oh, he's a kid.
I don't know.
They fall from space.
Like, the fucking thing is, even the husband, like, lays it out for her. It's like, hey, here's the plot of the movie. Let me tell it to you. Mm-hmm. And she still doesn't listen to him. And it's like, by the end of the movie, spoiler alert, because he kills every fucking character in the movie when he kills his mom, it's like, I don't feel bad for you. Because I've seen how this happened. All that I'm feeling is that I don't want to watch this.
This movie is disturbing.
It's very disturbing. I just had deja vu, too.
And
by the way, there are specific moments in this movie that I had to look away for, because if I looked, I would have intrusive thoughts about these images for, like, the next several years. In the trailer, I feel like they should have a trigger warning for this type of stuff.
They have, yeah, I actually agree. And I'm not the one to, like, condone trigger warnings. But I agree.
No, because it's like super disturbing imagery.
Yeah.
They sold the movie as evil Superman.
Funny Guardian Man writes movie. Look
when
at the poster.
I
He's
barely
wearing a fucking cape.
I barely watched most of it, but when I opened, this is in poor taste. When I opened my eyes, I saw somebody with a shard of glass in their eye.
Horror's the wrong word, because horror is a much bigger genre that you can do more shit with. This is just torture porn.
Yeah.
I didn't feel horrified. I just felt shocked at what I was looking at.
Well,
right.
And a torture porn more so because, like you said earlier, none of these characters stood a chance. There was no
Right, it's not
even remotely equal. This kid was 1,000 and everybody else was like -12.
Right.
So
They
it's
were
like
dead.
it's like you just knew that they were going to die. They were too stupid to even fucking realize it was him doing it. So they honestly stood zero chance. So you're just watching Like,
It's not
you're
scary.
just
It's
watching
mathematical
somebody.
fact.
You're just watching somebody step on ants. It's
Yeah.
essentially what it is.
I'm disappointed because James Gunn started his career by doing shit like this, and then, you know, made a big change around the time that he put out, like, Super, you know, where he was like, no, I want to make real movies that don't do this. I mean, I know he didn't direct it. I know that his brothers wrote it, but what the fuck are you doing attaching yourself to this? Because this is such, like, the old shit that you would get typecast with. I don't understand why somebody as talented puts out garbage like this.
Yeah, like you said it while we were watching the movie, at least Laurie stood somewhat of a chance against Michael Myers.
Right.
Like, this, yeah, like I said before, it's like, you're the ant and this kid is the foot, and there's nothing you can really do.
It doesn't even need to be a big chance. It just needs to be plausible that it would happen.
Right.
And they kind of set that up at the end, but at that point you're like, there's...
Well, the movie's 5 minutes from over. I can pretty much surmise what's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah.
So by the time you do that, it doesn't fucking matter.
And then at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, they're just, like, essentially, it wasn't Woody Harrelson, was it?
No, it was Michael Rooker.
It was Michael Rooker. Michael Rooker is at a desk.
Yondu and downtown.
He's pretty much directly talking to the audience. He's like, hey, you want more of this?
I would like to see if we insist on fucking doing this. I think it'd be really interesting to take a villain and make them good, and then have them fight. That's about the only angle I can go with. Maybe a little asshole Batman kid, but even that is the same shit. There's not, like, a lot of angles that you can do with Evil Justice League once you've done Evil Superman.
Ooh, Evil Flash.
Ooh, he's really fast while he kills them.
Alright, are we grading it? I mean, I'm giving it an F, so there's my grade.
Yeah, I'm gonna go as far as giving it an F-.
Yeah, I'd give it an F-. There was nothing redeeming about it. I didn't like a single part of it.
I'm gonna give it a C-.
Very generous.
Now, what was the redeeming factors that keep it from bottom of the barrel?
Wow, that's a tough question, actually.
Because here's the thing, I don't normally give shit an F-. I've only ever given one to Venom. And First Man, I gave First Man an F-, I believe.
Yeah.
Not saying you shouldn't have it, just
Yeah.
curious.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I feel like it wasn't so painful to watch, which is, I feel like, what earns a D or an F. Like, where it's just like, it's. I feel like it's paced okay. I feel like it does some things okay. Like, some scenes are scary, like when he's stalking the girl. I thought the visuals were cool. I'm kind of a sick fuck. Yeah, some of the visuals I thought were really cool.
Well,
I mean, other
you
than
brought up before, I'm not so big on the Trail of Blood, but just the idea of him, like, zooming past and fucking taking the guy,
Yeah.
that is, like, I'm still waiting for a fucking Superman movie to do that. The only Dane DeHaan movie that I enjoy is Chronicle. I don't know if anybody else here saw that. Very cool anti-superhero movie from, like, before that was a thing. And it's these three guys, they go into a cave, and they have basically the Fantastic Four origin where they get superpowers. Michael B. Jordan is in it.
Oh, I do know this movie, actually. I did see Chronicle.
And it's found footage, so it's just them, like, vlogging, basically. I actually really like that movie, because what it does is it sets up these three guys that you like, you know, that aren't trying to be assholes, and you just kind of watch the Dane DeHaan character trying really hard not to slip, and you see that he's a good guy. So at the end, you actually give a shit when, spoiler alert, he becomes a bad guy and fucks shit up. And I was so hoping...
It has meaning,
right.
I think.
There were characters.
Yeah.
I was so hoping for that. This is a cool premise that never exceeds past the elevator pitch. You know, it's just that one sentence, that's it.
Evil Superman.
Evil Superman.
I'm in. I'm out.
My genitals have crawled back up into my body.
Popping
My
out my
skin
ears.
is crawling.
And for that reason, I'm out.
And for these reasons and more, I'm done. Good night, everybody.